Black Sabbath, Iron Man on 108.9 The Hawk. Jason Gore out on the streets of Val Verde with my good buddy, Geoff the Angry Man Garlock.
Oh, Jason, I am so happy to be out here with you. What a day. What a day.
What a spectacle.
Wow.
So first off, everybody, happy holidays. And, of course, we're going to be celebrating the Hawks' happy Hawk Days? Hawkadays? How did they do that?
Well, it was Happy Hawkmas, and that was easier. But apparently there's this war. I'm not going to get into my politics.
Right.
But Happy Hawkaday.
Happy Hawkday.
Hawkday? Are we adding a syllable?
Hawkadays.
Hawkaday. It sounds like we're spitting.
It
doesn't feel right. But is that what Ron agreed upon in that last meeting?
I think that's what he was. I think he looked at us all, and he was just like, it's going to be Happy Hawkadays this year.
It's become one of my catchphrases, above my pay grade at this point.
With literally no pay grade.
I'm out here because of the holiday spirit. The Hawkaday spirit.
The Hawkaday spirit
doesn't feel right.
Right. But we are on the street. We are on the main drag in Val Verde. This is Hog Street. And my God, I have never seen so many Denzians, so many people of Val Verde out, and they're happy and they want to see what's going on today. And what's going on today is the holiday Val Verde
the Val Verde Verderade.
Verderade.
We really needed to get on the same page with the entire town before this started.
Yeah.
I feel like Ron got into that council meeting and calling up this one. But either way, we're here for the annual Val Verde Valderade Holiday Parade.
And so it's a holiday parade. That's what's happening down here.
Let's call it what it is. We're at a holiday parade. We're in Val Verde. You get what we're doing because you probably are here. I'm looking at you. How you doing there, Stan? See everyone here.
Oh, you son of a bitch. It's good to see you, Stan. Everybody's out here. All of the vendors. We've got, I hate to say it, Snow Cone Man doing over there some pretty good business.
Oh, boy.
I didn't think I would see him on the streets, especially with so many children around. But
definitely did not expect him to show up, but I guess we should have known with so many children around. And, and over there, the Lollipop Man is Jesus Christ.
They both dug out.
Oh,
wow. So they're down here. So, of course, there's so much food and so many floats. We're going to be telling you all about it. We're going to get into the floats.
There's almost too many floats, I'm almost going to say.
Literally, I'm looking down Hog Street, and it's like, that moment in Independence Day where they're looking down the street and the ship's about to explode down on the Empire State Building? That is literally what I'm looking at. I am looking at a full-size balloon of Eric Estrada from Chips.
Oh, my goodness.
Punch.
He is there. I mean, it's my favorite one. I wait every year for it.
Right.
But also behind him is a full balloon of the other guy from Chips.
John.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a motorcycle. There it is.
There it goes.
The Hawkacopter.
Wow. I'm really shocked. That's not even a float.
No.
That's just Boss Ron going over to see what's going on.
Probably making sure we're pronouncing all this right. I'm just saying, the thing with Hawk Street is it's a beautiful street.
Beautiful street.
We know this. We all love it. But it's also very short. It's surprisingly short. So
it is.
It feels like we've got a traffic jam. If I was on my Waze right now, I think we'd be in red.
Oh, definitely. There'd be a lot of reports. Honestly, I think
we're going to be in red, though, for the holidays. Oh, it's all working out.
And all the other streets are green for the Hawkadays.
Yes.
Hey, if you want to come see us, we are standing out in front of our little table here with the Hawk banner. We got some great stuff to give away, some corn dogs. We are right in front of Pizza Emporium. Of course, Pizza Emporium, 323 Hog Street, sponsors of the 108.9
Hawkadays. That's now I've got Hog on the brain.
Hogs.
Holiday Parade on Val Verde.
Yes. But so we're here, the fine people. Jenny from Pizza Emporium just popped her head out. Jenny, so good to see you. We love you here on 108.9 The Hawk.
Jenny, pizza and donut slice. Save one for me.
Oh, please. Oh, if I could get 2 slices of battery acid.
No, the holiday spirit would be flowing at that point.
It would be flowing. Hey, we're going to talk a little bit more. I just got word that the Alien Nation, you remember that TV show?
Yes,
The Alien Nation, the cast of Alien Nation are on a float coming down here. We might get to talk to some of them coming up.
Hey, don't give any of them any rotten milk. They'll be stumbling around trying to kick me in the armpit.
Oh, they will.
That was what their penis was.
Their armpits were their penises. Oh, God, I can't wait to talk to them about that. Maybe we get someone up here to talk a little bit about Alien Nation.
I need to go deep in that physiology.
Yeah, I want to know, in that physiology, your penis is in your armpit.
Where is your armpit?
Where's your armpit?
What is going on in the penis area?
A lot of questions for the boys. And speaking of the boys, they're back in town on 108.9, The Hawk. Then Lizzie.
Hello, it's Farmer Dan down at Shetland Creameries. One would think that a part of the holiday season miracles would happen, but as of now, no miracles have happened, and my cattle are still missing. For over 40 years, children and families have been coming to Shetland Creameries for our world-famous eggnogs. Not this year. We can't do it. I wish we could, but we're just not capable. How can you make eggnog if there's no cattle? So once again, I'm begging you, please do not come to Shetland Creameries. I'm at a real loss here. I don't honestly think I will ever see my cattle again. And that's a real tough realization at Shetland Creameries, where the cattle, they're just not coming home.
Oi, it's Mick Jagger, and you're listening to 108.9 The Hawk.
Give me shelter on 108.9 The Hawk. And give me shelter. I don't really need shelter. The weather is perfect out here in front of Pizza Emporium, 323 Hog Street in Val Verde. We are here for we're just going to say holiday parade.
I keep wanting to say Hoggamus. Hoggamus. Wait.
Okay.
That feels like Harry Potter's
It
lawyers
does
might
feel
come
like that.
after us. I
J.K.
don't know about
Rowling.
this.
She's going to be even more upset that I called her J.K. Rowling.
Wow, finally I'll have an issue with J.K. Rowling.
God, I've been okay with J.K. Rowling all this time. I hate having something to hate her for.
Man, I always love celebrating J.K. Rowling Day at Val Verde, but that is not the holiday we are talking about today.
It is not. Wow, we've already seen so many. Basically, here's what's happened so far in the Val Verde Holiday Parade. We have seen 8 chips-related floats.
I did not expect that many motorcycles. I know that the highway patrol is a large community, but I don't think we needed to see that many. But that is also why this has won the world record for the largest, smallest holiday parade in America.
Largest, smallest holiday parade in America right here.
Jamming it in
at Val Verde. And we're very, very happy. Of course, all the other 20 radio stations in Val Verde are out here and broadcasting. Some really great setups. 98.6 The Squirt, of course, across the way. It's a nice truck that they're on.
It is. Are they giving us the middle finger?
Yeah, I think that literally every member of that crew is, including Big Truck.
Oh, Big. Come on. What are we doing here? I thought we were all on the same team. Team of classic rock.
Do they have Billy Squire on there with them?
Are you kidding me? Yes, they do.
Fucking Squire's talking to them?
How the fuck did they get Squire?
Billy!
Squire! Nope. Not even looking at us.
No, he's not even looking.
Wow.
Oh, now he is. He's giving us the finger.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Nope, he's turned.
Hey, but we can get fantastic people. Looks like the Alien Nation float's coming here. And you have an exclusive interview with the only man on the float. He played Detective Matt Sykes on Alien Nation. Of course, Alien Nation only on TV from September 18th, 1989 to May 7th, 1990. I would call that a one season, right?
It's a one seasoner. Yeah. I thought it was the Alien Nation movie float we were getting, but okay, we're getting the first season only season of Alien Nation float. Okay, that makes sense.
TV Guide once mentioned that this show was one of 60 shows that were canceled too soon. So definitely bring that up with Gary. He's walking up right now. I'm popping into Pizza Emporium to get a slice, and here's your interview with Gary Graham.
All right, Jason, make it two there. Gary, how are we doing today? Happy Hawkadays.
Yeah, whatever. What's going on?
Okay, well, you are on with 108.9 The Hawk.
What is it? Who?
108.9 The Hawk. Val Verde's only classic rock station. And, okay, so I'm Jeff, the Angry Man Garlock. And thank you for coming out here to the Hogtastic parade. So, Alien Nation, huh?
Yeah.
That must have been fun. I mean... so that got canceled pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, way too fast. 22 episodes and we were done.
Wow.
But I do all the cons still.
Oh, you do?
No one else comes out. You know, they thought, they'll just put me on this float for today and it'd be great. I'm making a cool $25 from this. And
right. Look, I honestly, I don't know if you know my financial situation. I wouldn't mind $25 right now, but that's besides the point. So so you're out here. I also noticed you're alone on the float. No other aliens.
Yeah, Eric. He played a detective, George Francisco.
Of course, I know him.
Eric Pierpoint. He was supposed to be here today, but then he wasn't. And then, his wife on the show, Michelle Scarabelli. She was supposed to come, but then she didn't.
Oh, okay.
So, it's just me with like 6 empty chairs. And
I did notice it felt surprisingly empty on the float. It's just you up there sitting in front of a giant milk with an expiration date that says expired.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't matter to your character, would not make you drunk like it would with the aliens on Alien Nation.
Yeah.
So,
hey, what I'd really like to talk a little bit about today is the work I've done for Breitbart News.
Oh, okay.
We're doing a lot of great stuff at Breitbart News. You may not know that about me.
No, you know what? That's why I know you, I realize. You are very prolific on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I love the twits.
You seem to
get on there.
You seem to chime in all the time.
All the time.
I forgot that I keep looking you up and thinking, who's this asshole? Is always my response.
Oh, listen to this guy. Well, it's like a roast up here all of a sudden. Now I'm having fun. Fun.
Okay.
I wasn't having fun before, but now I'm having fun.
No, it's good. Your politics are definitely in your face. It's like you and Sorbo. Really seem to go at it.
Sorbs.
Oh, yeah, you have a nickname.
Kevy Sorbs. Man, all the time. We go to Del Taco and we just sit in the parking lot and we talk about, that goddamned Obama. Right?
Is that how far your conversation goes?
That's literally it. And then I walk inside and I get a chicken burrito, and then I come back out and we talk a little bit about the other shows I've been on, such as Remington Steele.
You were on the Steel.
I was on the Steel. I've got another movie that's coming out. We filmed it in 2018. I play Father Prester J. Bedford in the film Demon Protocol.
Oh, I've heard a lot on the message boards about Demon Protocol. Although I will say that when I say message boards, I mean some Reddit threads that somehow related to QAnon.
Well, I'm Q.
Oh, wow. Well, 108.9 The Hawk exclusive.
Surprise. I haven't said anything about that. But what I'd really like to talk about is a movie I filmed in 2014. I played Ambassador Sovol in the movie Prelude to Axanar. And Prelude to Axanar.
I love Prelude to Axanar. Don't get me wrong. We're just going to move past that. You admitted that you are Q out of all. Like, I mean, okay. I guess not much of an exclusive. Then it's kind of a big deal for a lot of people. You've caused a little bit of a trouble out there.
When I filmed All the Right Moves in '83, I thought everything was going to work out for me, and then
you were in All the Right Moves.
Then somebody was like, "Take this job in this 1989 film called Robot Jocks,"
I played Achilles, naturally.
I will say I did love Robot Jocks.
You did?
Now I know that's why I know you. It's not completely from your terrible, monstrous online persona and clearly that you're QAnon, but you were in Robot Jocks. I mean, that was like giant robots fighting.
Yeah, that was me. Hey, the vaccine's going to kill you. I got to get going.
Whoa, okay.
So,
I guess I can't bring up James Caan then or anything that you...
And he walked away.
Wow.
Your interview with Gary Graham from the movie... sorry, not the movie, from the TV series.
That's
not even the movie.
I thought when you had your lead in, I was going to be talking to James Caan, who played his role. And I was
that's what I have on the paper here. That's what that was supposed to be. But instead, you got the weird... Did I hear him say he was Q?
He admitted it and moved past it very quick. And so I don't know what to believe, really, but I'm believing it. He did also admit he was in Robot Jocks. So I don't know if you remember Robot Jocks.
I loved Robot Jocks.
Exactly. I mean, we all love Robot Jocks. You know, the thing is sometimes you do have to separate the art from the artist. So,
you do.
So, I mean,
you do.
You can't take away Robot Jocks from us. That's the main thing that we're learning from that interview. At the Hawkadays parades, I mean, that's the thing, that you have to give them the holiday spirit. Am I right?
You do. You got to give them a pass. If somebody says they're Q and it's in the middle of a parade.
You're in any parade.
You're in any parade, and you just have to let it slide, and then you can take up your issues as Americans after the parade. Gary Graham from the television show Alienation. Looking down Hog Street right now, we've got some other really great balloons on the way. Wow, what is this one? This one looks good.
Winchell's Donuts.
Okay.
We don't even have
a
Winchell's.
We don't have a Winchell's Donuts.
We got Salty Sam's surprisingly salty donuts.
Yeah, and they are surprisingly salty.
It is like you are biting through a thick layer, like an exoskeleton of a bug with that salt. But when you get to that middle, it's totally okay.
The middle's so sweet.
Oh, so sweet.
The middle is so sweet, but
almost counters it. But I can't believe. I mean, we've got Winchell's now. Maybe Winchell's is coming.
Winchell's is coming.
That could be a good sign for the uptick of the economy.
I'm hearing from the studio. James running the board in the studio. There's no Winchell's here.
Why would they put money into this?
Oh, and obviously right behind that, the balloon of the TV show, 2-season TV show, Stingray.
Oh, Stingray. Now, remind me, was that like Knight Rider but a boat?
You know, I don't know.
I literally I'm just using the very little context clues to just imagine.
Yeah.
Knight Rider on a boat. I mean, you just have to figure Stingray.
I don't think it's a boat. I think it was about a 65 Corvette Stingray.
Oh. Wait, what year was this show?
This show was on from 85 to 87.
Again, I feel like context clues. You can't be telling me this isn't Knight Rider adjacent. I mean, I guess if the Corvette that is on top of the pickup truck that is pulling that float, if it starts talking to us in a British accent, maybe. But
all right. Weird. This is the dustiest balloon I've seen so far. So Val Verde must have gotten a great deal.
Oh, yeah.
On this balloon.
I mean, if you're going to keep that world's record of largest, littlest parade in the world, I guess you got to save some money somewhere.
You do, and there it goes. The Sting, literally nobody's clapping for it.
Oh, God, the dust is just flying off of it. It is thick. It is thick like a Salty Sam's donut there.
Salty Sam's Donuts, 444 Hog Street.
Oh, God. Oh, well, Godspeed, Sting. It didn't talk. So still not sure if it was Knight Rider adjacent, but
I gotta tell you, more fumes like this, and I'm gonna be knocking on heaven's door. It's Dylan on the Hawk.
Do you want the saltiest donut in all of Val Verde? Of course you do. Well then come on down to Salty Sam's Donut Shoppy. You know, when I made a simple baking mistake and replaced sugar with salt, I thought I had ruined my career. But instead I created a donut empire. Who knew Valverdians love salt donuts? Of course, salted caramel is the whole thing, you see, but I mean, these are really salty donuts. From chocolate chocolate to old-fashioned to French cruller, I've encased all of our donuts in a thick layer of salt that you have to bite through. It is hard to get through it, but it is so salty and you people love them. Again, it kind of turns my stomach. I think they're kind of gross, but you keep eating them up, so keep on eating them up. So come on down to Salty Sam's Donut Shoppy. These are really salty.
Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones, John Bonham, the greatest band in the world, every goddamn night. On 108.9 The Hawk, it's a belly full of lead with Grease Bastard. I'm Grease Bastard, and I want to take you on a journey with me, Grease Bastard. Every single night, the best of Zeppelin, the Hobbit songs, Dark Magic songs, those songs where Page and Plant spent way too much time in a creepy little Welsh cottage, the songs where Plant is clearly having an orgasm right on stage. Each night, we'll hop aboard Zeppelin's plane, the Starship, and go back to a time when rock was rock and Grease Bastard was an attractive man. Belly full of lead with Grease Bastard. Oh, I'm gonna squeeze your lemon until the juice runs down my leg every night at 8 on The Hawk.
And we won't we will.
Wow. Hey, James, back that up a little. Back that up. Let's give Jeff another try on that.
Beep.
Beep, beep. Here we go. Let's take it back here and then.
And we won't back down either on 108.9 The Hawk. Got that one, finally. Tom Petty. But, of course, I am Jeff the Angerman Garlock here with Jason Gore. And we are at the
We're at the holiday parade. Let's just say that. We are failing every time we try.
Every single time we try, but almost
it's pathetic.
Look, I'm overwhelmed with the spirits.
Yeah,
I'm overwhelmed with the terrible pronunciation by the brass up top. The decision they made. I'm also overwhelmed how many balloons we have here. Balloons and floats and balloons. It's like we had during that commercial break, during that song, we had a backup. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was a lot of food everywhere.
Yes.
Definitely took down the Fletchy stand.
It did take down the Fletchy stand.
There are split top hot dogs everywhere. And then all of the dogs with the Secret Life of Dogs, which that float, they start eating the hot dogs. Now there's just poop everywhere.
Poop everywhere. And that's not even a float. You would expect that to be a float here in the Val Verde Parade, but it is not.
Last year I did love the poop everywhere float.
The poop everywhere float last year was spectacular. They threw out candy, thankfully. They could have thrown out something else.
That's
but they
how
didn't.
We held on to our Guinness Book of World Records. Like everyone canceled their parades last year, and we said no.
We said we would not.
Val Verde will not bow down. We chose freedom, not fear.
Yes.
And we also chose throwing candy out to people. And, catch it in your mouth is what we kept saying.
Sometimes we just unwrapped them, and we would just toss them in, and then people would chant, catch them in your mouth. Catch them in your mouth.
And we had to help out. Stan, you know what I'm talking about.
You son of a bitch. You ate all the candy.
You son of a bitch. Stay away from the candy, Stan. Jesus.
He's laughing so hard, man. He's going to shit himself. Okay, so a lot of stuff coming up. Wow. Now, there is a sight to see. It is the Flappers float. Oh. Of course, everyone knows the tragic news about Flappers. Razed to the ground by a drone strike by our very own Whisp Turlington.
Interesting turn of events.
We did
not know, but I mean, yes, R.I.P. to Flappers.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to those delicious wings. But as their float shows, it's a being dragged by a pickup truck, and it's just kind of a big open hole. It's
smoky,
smoldering.
Yes.
But there is a sign that says, "We will rebuild."
We will rebuild.
And I hope so, because I am craving. Well, one, I'm craving that signature wing I was supposed to be getting.
Right.
I've been crying myself to sleep literally every single night, and I don't exaggerate.
No, you don't.
Jeff the Angerman is known for never exaggerating his emotions.
Yes.
I have been crying because I was toying with what could it be. Would it be a carob sriracha wing? Could it just be a honey glazed? And just honey glazed, just straight up, and I'm talking clover honey. But I won't know until they rebuild, and I hope they rebuild, and God damn you, Wisp. I can't believe you took down that one. But We move on.
Yeah, we
Just
move
like the
on.
parade
We move
moves
on. Hey, speaking of Whisp Turlington, it looks like right behind that is the 108.9 The Hawk Vinyl Winery float. I didn't even know we had the money for that this year. It does cost a lot to put a float in the Val Verde Holiday Parade. Ugh. I'm talking at least 7 figures.
I'm starting to think that's why we had to get that Stingray one and couldn't even clean it off. Like, all the money that we got, but then somehow I feel like it went back to Wisp.
Yeah.
Did he get us involved in some sort of pyramid scheme?
Wisp is hopping down. He's coming over. He's going to say a few things. Yeah, okay.
Son of a bitch. God damn it.
Wisp, what's going on, man?
Well, look at these fucking losers.
Wisp.
Look at you guys down here while I'm up on the float. I get to see everything from the beginning of Hog Street until the end. And what are you doing, Geoff the Angry Man Garlock?
I mean, one, thank you for actually remembering my name this time, too. So you're telling
Greg
us...
the Toots Merengue.
Now you're just doing it to stick it to me, you son of a bitch.
John the Farts Tennington.
You are such an asshole. I can't believe you're up on your float in some sort of panopticon setup where you're overlooking us like we're in a prison?
Yes. It's like, very much like we are the prisoners and you are our captor.
Did Michel Foucault, the famous critical theorist, write the theory of the panopticon that explains the government's control and the world held by capitalism? Was it about you, Wisp?
You know, speaking of capitalism, there was a time when it was me and...
He's getting choked up thinking about this story.
Roger Ailes.
Oh, no. Damn it. I was waiting that was going to be like the guy from Moody Blues or something, but I guess we're going with Ailes. All right.
Well, what you don't understand is before he got into politics, Roger Ailes was the auxiliary percussionist for the Moody Blues.
Oh, don't do this to me.
When you hear Whiter Shade of Pale.
Oh, my God.
Which is a Procol Harum song.
Yes, of course.
But when the Moody Blues do it,
yes,
as a B-side, the little in the background,
oh my goodness,
was Roger Ailes.
Oh my God.
And R.I.P.
I mean, I don't know if I can share that sentiment, but now I'm starting to get worried. Are you?
Let's both say it together for Roger Ailes.
Do not get me on record,
Johnny. I need you to just say it with me.
It's Geoff the Angry Man Garlic.
Here we go.
I'm starting.
3,
no, I'm not going to do it.
1.
All right.
R.I.P.
He started shaking that sauce list in front of me. That son of a bitch.
Roger Ailes.
How dare you?
All right, I'm going back to the float. You guys can S my D.
Wow.
He is a monster.
Wow.
Just like he gets worse and worse, and he used to be my hero.
Yeah.
You know what my worry is now? Was Knights in White Satin, was Roger Ailes the knight? Now it feels like
Is it a white power song?
That is what I'm worried about. This song that has enamored many people and made them forget that most other Moody Blues songs are kind of boring. Wow. Have we been under the guise of Wisp controlling us again? Using the Moody Blues as his other panopticon to watch over us and control us?
I don't know, man. With all this information we're learning during this holiday parade, one could easily say we're flirting with disaster on 108.9 The Hawk.
Do you have a secret you need to share? Well, then tune into the Whisper Hours with Davila every morning from 2:45 to 5:15. That's right, I'm here to take all of your calls. I'll give you advice on all sorts of topics from love to car transmissions to tax shelters. I'll be sharing some of my favorite recipes and some of my favorite stories with moral, poignant ends. I'll also be playing you some of my favorite songs from all sorts of genres, ranging from quiet storm to adult contemporary to smooth jazz. And of course, my favorite band, Manfred Mann's Earth Band, but only the choicest cuts. So tune into the Whisper Hours with Davila. Whisper me your secrets. I won't tell. Well, except for whoever's actually listening to the show, of course. They'll know your secrets. But again, I won't tell. On the Whisper Hours with Davila. On 108.9 The Hawk. Ah!
count them, 2 tickets to Paradise on 108.9 The Hawk. And if you were looking for a ticket to something like Paradise, you'd be on your way down here to the Holiday Parade, the Val Verde Annual Holiday Parade. I'm just going to say it that way. I'm sick of saying it the other way.
Oh, wait. Hold on, Jason. I got it.
Okay, we just got handed something here.
Note here from, it's from Ron.
Okay, what's it say?
Pronounce it right, fuckers. Wow, okay.
Pronounce it right, fuckers.
All right, so I guess pull that back. Welcome back to
Hold on, let's, James?
James.
Can you just give me the end of that again? Okay, thanks. This is live, but, Ron always says to make sure you're doing it like you're doing it to tape.
Yep.
And don't F it up. Just take that back for me. Here we go. No, James, you started the song.
No, we wanted the end.
James.
Like we're pulling out, remember? James,
that's not even Eddie Money.
No.
That's Steely Dan. Do it again.
I mean, I'm always excited for some Dan, but this is not what we need. Ron is going to kill us.
Oh, my God. What is happening? Rock and Roll Fantasy on 108.9 The Hawk. Just pop that down.
I guess our fantasy is being fulfilled because we're down here at
the Val Verde Hawkadays
parades. Sounds terrible.
My Lord, what a time we have had. Actor Dean Cain just came down the way.
I'm so sad. Got a handshake from him.
You got a handshake from him?
Yes. Never washing this hand again. Tell you that right now. That man, he's got the goods, and I appreciate all the work he always does for us at Val Verde.
Yeah, I got to say, Dean Cain, of course, on the float for his 2017 film Horse Camp. Have you seen Horse Camp?
Twice.
You've seen it twice?
Yes. It gets better the second time.
Yes.
You really start to understand what's going on at that horse camp.
So you understood. Could you tell me what happened at that horse camp?
Okay. Well, see, the horse is a metaphor.
Right.
For society.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like there was a point where maybe I was hallucinating that second time. Mm-hmm. I haven't been eating much lately. Now that Flappers is gone, I don't really have that many meals.
You got Pizza Emporium right here, 323 Hawk Street.
I know they stopped giving me free slices because I took too many. I don't have enough money to be paying for food. So I think I was hallucinating, but I'm pretty sure the horse started talking at one point, and it said, "I am not a metaphor. I am Q."
What?
So I'm starting to wonder if maybe that horse could have just been played by that guy from Alien Nation, but I don't.
I gotta say, we're getting a lot of weird information about QAnon today on 108.9 The Hawk, a place I would never, ever think we would get any information. We're just standing out here, freezing our asses off on Hog Street, and
living it up with Stan.
Stan, you shit,
bitch,
you fucker. I love to hate Stan.
We all need someone to hate, and Stan has taken on that scapegoat position. We appreciate it.
He's just shaking his head at us. You fucking turd.
All of my problems are your problems. You've created them all.
Go walk in front of a float, Stan.
Yeah,
please.
just fucking suck a fart and die, because you are the reason I am failing. All right.
Stan. So, hey, also the other 20 radio stations here. Have you heard the news, Jeff? Big news. Out of all the 20 radio stations in Val Verde, we are now ranked the last one. The very bottom of the list.
Wow. First to last.
To last.
It's been
in literally 5 weeks.
It's been a tough couple of weeks. We were riding high 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago, I had a car.
Uh-huh.
I had a house.
Right.
I had a income. Mm-hmm. Ron was paying me.
Right.
I hadn't hallucinated all this QAnon information.
Right.
And now we're not even on the top of the heap.
Not even on the top of the heap. In fact, we are very close. Slathersburg, which is right across the river from us.
Of course.
One of their stations is about to pop up into our ratings and remove us from the ratings altogether.
Is that legal?
I don't know.
It doesn't seem like,
I'm not a Nielsen person, but
does our signal even get to Slathersburg?
It doesn't. So we couldn't even get into their ratings.
It feels like maybe we should be investing in better towers.
Yeah, 88.4. The sciatic nerve looks like it's going to come right into our ratings. Hey, but hopefully not.
Golden Oldies station?
It is a Golden Oldies station. But it's like
worst.
Pretty much they only play, you know that song, Lightning Strikes. They play it 3 times an hour every hour, and that's their motto. We play Lightning Strikes 3 times an hour every hour on the sciatic nerve.
That is nostalgia gone wrong.
It really is.
Unlike classic rock, where I want to hear Paranoid many, many times in a day.
Yeah, it's like walking into a Johnny Rockets and being immediately punched in the mouth.
That's not my Johnny Rockets.
Not my Johnny Rockets.
I guess I can't control what people want to listen to. Stan, if you're listening, I'm going to kill you, but I'm just leaving it at that.
Stan, you shut the fuck up. Oh, hey, here comes the Jeff Dunham float. Wow, I can't believe that's a lot of money this town put in to get Jeff Dunham, but it's only for his racist puppets.
Yes, it's just, the jalapeno on a stick is just talking away, just jibber-jabbering. It doesn't feel like there are many jokes coming out.
No.
It's more just about the voice, and the voice is definitely offensive.
He also has a full-size Jeff Dunham puppet that he's now operating that is saying more of the most racist things I've ever heard in my life.
Wow. He just keeps saying it's not a joke, and then, ooh. Okay, maybe we should let that one slide past just quick, because that is some rough Dunhamisms.
That is some rough
right there.
Dunham.
Well, I guess we're glad that you came. Thanks, giant Dunham puppets.
Speaking of Rough Dunham, the name of his comedy special on Great American Country 3.
Yes, very funny. Is that special beating us in the ratings as well?
Oh, I'm sure it is. What isn't?
Right,
honestly,
at this point.
Fucking Stan over here is probably beating us in the ratings. Aren't you, Stan?
Stan, get off the radio.
Get off the radio. You shit. Oh, man. Also coming down the road, the Time to Make the Donuts guy. No float, just him walking. Nobody really knows his name.
No, have no idea. I've never known his name, and apparently we're refusing to learn it. And who is next to him? It's the Micro Machines.
There he is.
Oh,
there
goodness. He is talking fast, and he's saying, I don't know what he's talking about. It's something about little cars, but I don't know his name.
I don't
either, but
but the thing I am very grateful for is that he is not saying the racist things that we heard from the Dunham puppet.
Oh God, no! I'm glad
that has passed.
I'm glad he is speaking so fast, because I was starting to hear on a stick again, and I was like, "This is no good."
And Stan's laughing at the Dunham puppet.
Stan, stop laughing at
Stan.
it. I can see that now. The Dunham puppet and the jalapeno on a stick puppet are working and doubling their racism. It's
Quit
terrible.
saying they're right.
It's wrong. You know what is right though? Oh, the Micro Machines guy and the donut guy are holding an urn, and in that urn...
Please don't tell me.
It's the ashes of the Where's the Beef lady.
Oh, my God. Some of the sweetest old women around, they said that they would never miss this parade.
Yes.
And they never will.
Well, I tell you, a horny stock grandma character, when her ashes come down, we're all going to be shedding a tear for
God.
You know, her commitment to the Hawkadays. That... Hawkadays Christmas parade. No, I said Christmas. Oh, no.
Oh, well, you weren't supposed to say that.
Well, okay, there go our ratings down again.
Hey, they can only go down.
They really can only go down.
Or is that the right way to say it? Technically, they could go up.
No, at this point, it does feel like they could only go down. But you know what can't go down? All the visitors at Chestnuts. Because here is the Chestnuts float.
Oh, my God. That deal at Chestnuts still goes on all throughout the holiday. If you have any chestnuts to roast, take them out back behind Chestnuts. The roaster is always on. I don't know if that's a fire hazard, but, it's a great thing for our community. So go ahead and the finest male dancing outfit in Val Verde, Chestnuts, and they will roast your nuts behind the building.
I got to say, one of my favorite parts of Chestnuts, if I'm looking at a beautiful man doing a beautiful dance, that smell of Chestnuts roasting 24 hours a day, because they're open 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day.
And the roasting never stops. It borders on burning. The smell, but I enjoy it. I do
too. A lot of other people in some bigger cities would go see Thunder Down Under, but we've got our own Thunder Down Under here at Chestnuts.
Or like Chip and Don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Does that work?
Chip and Don't?
Chip and Dale's. Chip and Don't.
Chip and Don't.
the Hawkadays thing has got me thrown off. I'm being
I don't even
terrible
know
with my
words
puns
anymore.
at this point. Where I don't know. I'm starting to think actually the chestnut roasting is maybe too much.
They do have the roaster on the float. Yet another fire hazard.
Starting to
here.
feel like they maybe are also roasting some nutmeg in there, like you do for the holidays. But isn't that also a prison drug? So I don't know if that's the right move for the town of Val Verde. But
yeah,
all right,
an interesting parade, just like it is every year. Hey, want to let you know that you can hear Hair House every Saturday night from 9 until midnight right here on 108.9 The Hawk. Of course, still hosted by our recuperating DJ pal, Mickey Mac.
So worried Ron is going to send him back to the trees.
Oh, he tried last week, but then it just didn't happen because Mickey Mac was still in the ICU. So
Thank
he wasn't
God.
able to do that. So he's getting the help that he needs.
Mickey, stay in your coma and stay away because we need you to come out of that coma to go straight into doing Hair House.
But until then, Jeff and myself will be guest hosting Hair House this Saturday night from 9 until midnight. So get ready for that. A lot of great things coming on down here at the Holiday Verde Hawkadays Parade. The Uncle Petruchios, I can see their balloon coming down the road. Of course, it is a giant balloon of Uncle Petruchio.
He's naked.
He is naked this year. Last year he had an apron on.
Yes, and he left something to the imagination. At this point, Uncle's not leaving anything to the imagination.
And at this point, I gotta say, his slogan, "We've got the meat."
Yeah. He
Very
wasn't
apt.
He was not lying.
Very apt.
Petruchio, you son of a bitch, you were not lying about
Stan,
this.
stop staring.
Stan, get your eyes off of that.
Get your eyes off of that.
Disgusting.
Oh, wow. Well, kids are learning today by looking at this giant, naked. I feel ashamed. I feel lesser of a man looking at this balloon, but God, the best food at Uncle Petruchio's.
Just mouth-watering. Speaking of the kids, they are getting excited because we're reaching the end. And you know what happens at the end?
Oh, my God.
Our surprise visit. We don't even have to say who it is, but you know who it is.
We'll say who it is coming up in just a second.
Worry.
Oh, my God. We're going to close out this parade. But first, The Seeker on 108.9 The Hawk.
If you want to see 8 of the beefiest men dancing to the slower songs of Collective Soul, then get on down to Chestnuts, Val Verde's only all-male dancing review. People come from all around to see our famous dancers, such as Fist,
Hey.
Macho Ted,
Patty.
Flex with 3 X's,
Hey there.
Colonel Grunts,
Get on your knees and give me 20.
The Machine,
Hello.
Greg,
Hi, I'm Greg.
Roadhouse,
Hey.
Imperial Stormtrooper,
What?
The Sleeve,
Where's my hand? You'll never find it.
and Sweeney Todd.
My name is not from the musical, so I cannot be sued.
Chestnuts. You've heard of the Thunder from Down Under. Well, check out our Thunder from Down on Hog Street. That's really what they're going with? Come on down to Chestnuts. And remember, if you've got nuts to roast, the roaster in the alley behind the club is always on. Always on. So have at it. Chestnuts, 824 Hog Street, Val Verde. You're listening to 108.9 The Hawk, Val Verde's number 3 classic rock station.
From Southern Harmony and that album, it's the Black Crowes on 108.9 The Hawk. An update here at the, I'm just going to say, Ron, you can fire me. I'll go to a better radio station.
Oh, don't leave me, though. You can't fire me, and I'm stuck here, but go. Hey, I get you. Holiday Parade.
So here's what's happened, people. The Uncle Petruchio's balloon.
Well, it came in front of us.
Right.
We marveled at the new edition of it being naked.
Yeah.
And then it got stuck.
It dragged.
You can imagine what dragged. And
it immediately went on to the
guy. So what happened?
How do we
is-
explain this?
So it was dragging.
Right.
It got stuck under one of the bleachers. And then that guy from the Alien Nation,
Gary Graham,
he came back and he just started pulling on it.
Yeah, he was tugging on it.
He was tugging hard.
And I don't know if he was doing it to get it out of the bleachers, but no,
I don't know if he was helping or hurting.
We can't get into it, but what happened was the Uncle Petruchio's balloon exploded. Now, most of these balloons are filled with helium, I believe. Is that correct? Is that what makes them float, Jeff?
Is the noble gas that allows to float, but somehow this was filled with meat. Somehow floating meat. I don't know if he injected his individual meats with helium.
Is that the Petruchio secret we've been trying to discover for 40 years? Uncle Petruchio's, 399 Hog Street.
Wow.
40 years of taste. Is that taste helium?
I mean, I always did feel lighter after a nice pound of mortadella from
Always
there,
did, and you don't get that at any other Italian restaurant.
No, usually you get like some salami, etc., and it sits in your
Yes.
stomach like a bowling ball, and I always
Yes.
felt like I could run a marathon after going to Uncle Petruchio's. Now I'm starting to realize
God.
he was injecting all of his meat with helium gas, and that's why we have been scammed all these years. I mean, either way,
I don't think it's a scam, because I think if it's a scam, Jeff, it is a delicious scam, and I'll eat it anytime. This meat explosion, this horror in front of us, I've never seen so many children just cry out at once. But I got to say, once you look past this horror, gonna keep eating Petruchio's. Gonna keep eating Petruchio's.
I'm eating it right now. I'm covered in it. I mean, I'm covered in bologna.
Yeah.
And the
all
liverwurst is my favorite liverwurst.
Yes.
And now I have it all over my head. And
Yeah.
it's a blessing, a curse. You decide.
You decide.
But, a lot of the kids are crying. Some of them are laughing.
But I know one thing that's gonna make them happy.
What is
The
this?
final float is coming through right now.
Oh, here it comes, kiddies.
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. The closing of this literally should close every parade, but it is the special thing that closes the Val Verde Parade. It is Harvey Keitel dressed up as his wolf character from Pulp Fiction.
And look, he has a pack of Red Apple cigarettes, and he is making some points.
Yeah, maybe he can clean all this up.
Oh, yeah, he'll get the hose out, like at the end. Yes, oh my God. Harvey, how you doing over there?
Over here, 108.9 The Hawk.
Yeah, Jesse Ackerman, all like a Jason Gore.
Jason Gore.
Yeah, he's shouting, he's barking orders at us.
Yes, he is.
He wants us to strip our clothes and put on these. Okay.
What is this? Is a college sweatshirt?
Yeah, and
Okay.
the banana slugs.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I guess are we reenacting this? I mean,
I
this
guess we are.
happens-
Let's just put them in the bags
All
here.
right. So sitting here, butt naked, covered in meats, and I gotta say, I feel like a dork.
Okay. I got to say, I feel like a dork too.
But that is the holiday spirit. I mean, that's what Harvey brings to Val
that
Verde.
is-
He makes you feel like a dork, but he also makes you realize, hey, it's good to be alive.
Exactly. And this, my friends, is the official kick to any holiday season. When you see Harvey Keitel dressed as the wolf coming down Hog Street, you know the holidays are here.
Oh, and what he's raising a cup of coffee and he's saying, good coffee. Good
coffee.
That means the holidays are here. Quick. Yeah. This one's for you, Harvey.
This one is for you, Harvey.
I gotta
Hey.
say, this was a magical parade.
What a magical parade. Let's recap everything we saw. We saw 7 Chips balloons.
7 Chips balloons.
We saw
Not including Eric Estrada, because he's on his own.
Right.
He can exist as an Eric Estrada balloon and a Chips balloon.
Yes.
He lives in both regions.
Yes, we saw the Alien Nation float. You had a great conversation with Gary
Best.
Graham.
Robot jocks for
Robot
life.
jocks for
That's what I would
life.
say.
I can look past any of the other stuff he does, like QAnon and Breitbart, as long as I've got that robot jocks love in my heart.
Exactly. Keep the artist separated from the robot jocks.
Our
That's
own
what we
Whisp-
always say.
That is what we always say. We've got shirts with that on it.
Yeah, you can buy them.
You can, please do. We've, of course, saw the Vinyl Winery float. What a
Wow.
Wisp came by, talked
Another
to us.
chapter in the saga of control from that
Yeah.
asshole. Did not realize, but it was fun to see him.
It was.
Surprisingly, it
Yeah.
still is fun to see Wisp.
It's always fun to see Wisp because he's such a goddamn legend.
He really is. Yeah, you
Such a
got to look
legend.
past it. That's
You gotta
the-
look past it.
As we know this, that's the moral of this season. You got to look past
The
it.
moral of the season, and I would say that's a moral of working in classic rock radio.
Oh God, it is full of monsters.
You got to look past
You
it.
gotta look past
You
it.
gotta look past it.
Reminder again, those You Gotta Look Past It shirts are coming out soon. 108.9 The Hawk. You gotta look past it.
You gotta look past it. Dean Cain, Jeff Dunham with the full-size Jeff Dunham. Really shocking to see. So racist as usual. And wow, guys, Uncle Petruchio.
Oh, that penis.
Everywhere.
Just meat and I don't.
I'm taking some of this home.
Oh, I'm definitely. Oh, I'll be eating honey baked ham all night, floating away. I mean, I don't know if it was the constant smell of roasted nutmeg coming from Chestnuts, or the flappers split dogs that were being barfed and shit everywhere by dogs after they were layered out everywhere. But I am full of the holiday spirit.
God, I am full of the holiday spirit. It has been an absolute blast covering this parade with you, Jeff Angry Man, Garlock.
Same to you, Jason Gore.
Me, Jason Gore on 108.9 The Hawk. We got a lot of great holiday coverage. Of course, the Hawk trees are still down at the Val Verde Valley Mall. Of course, the Val Verde Valley Mall is still closed because of all of the hawk attacks.
Yes.
Of
course, we still should be praying for Mickey Mac.
We should still be praying for Mickey Mac.
And those 5 other children that got attacked. But we won't get into that.
We won't get into that. Hey, guys, that wraps it up for this edition on 108.9 The Hawk. Happy
Hawkadays.
And we'll see you again soon. But right now, let's get back into the rock. It's Jimi Hendrix.
Ooh, good coffee.
Good coffee at 108.9 The Hawk.
The secret is out. Uncle Petruchio's meat is filled with helium. It's a secret his mother brought from the old country. And now it's a secret that will no longer die with Uncle Petruchio.
I can die happy now.
Uncle Petruchio's Val Verde.